If you're sad, if you're depressed, if you're feeling down, if you feel like everything is going against what you want in life, listen to this video, because for some reason you clicked on this video, and for some reason I'm sharing this message. So I'm the messenger. I'm sending you the message that you need in your life in this current moment. So if you're sad, if you're down, let me tell you this. Stop spending your time feeling sad and depressed, brother, because there's always a way around something. Doesn't matter what it is. There's always a way around something. So try to control your mind in those moments. When you control your mind in the moments where you're feeling sad, when you're feeling depressed, instead of wasting that energy by crying, by sitting there and just accepting failure and accepting defeat, take that energy and channel it into the way around the problem, because there's always a way around the problem. If you can't get women, there's a way around that problem. If you can't talk to people because you're scared, there's a way around that problem. If you're broke, there's a way around that problem. If you can't pay your bills, there's a way around that problem. If you can't get a job, there's a way around that problem. There's always a way around a problem. There's things that you can't control, like your height. And that's just something that you're going to have to learn to love about yourself and accept, because you need to start adopting the mindset that what you can't control should not stress you out, not even one bit. If you don't have the biggest package, then accept it and don't sit there and don't feel sad and depressed. Accept it because it's out of your control. If you're short, accept it. It's out of your control. Because confidence doesn't really come from things that you can't control. Confidence actually comes from things that you can control. Confidence comes from things such as the actions that you take every single day. When you get in the gym and you work on your body and you show yourself that you love and respect yourself, the confidence will come. The confidence will be built along the way. When you're broke and you save up some money, you stack up some money, you learn some skills to get better at making money, and you quit your job, the confidence comes from that. When you can't talk to women and you go out there and you talk to women and you just keep going and keep going, you get better, the confidence comes from that. Are those things that you can't control? No, all those things are in your control. So there's no point in being sad and being down and being depressed when in the back of your mind, you always have to tell yourself there's a way around this. There's a way around this. And if you feel like you haven't figured it out, tell yourself, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. Continue repeating that to yourself. Continue repeating that in your mind so that it can solidify in your mind. Because what you repeat to yourself, you will start to accept and you will start to believe. So when you're sitting there and you're repeating to yourself, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I'm sad, I'm depressed, my life is shit, my life is shit, I'm sad, I'm depressed, then you're going to start to accept that and believe in it. As opposed to telling yourself, I'm going through something. Something in my life is difficult, but I'm the type of man who can figure anything out. I'm the type of man who doesn't quit. I'm going to figure it out. This is just a small hurdle in front of me. This is just a small obstacle in my way, but nothing can stop me. I will continue going. Nothing will stop me. I'm still standing. Okay? That's the type of mindset that you need to have in moments like this. In moments when you're feeling down, in moments when you're feeling sad, this is the mindset that you need to adopt. This is the mindset that you need to take and download it into your brain consciously. Make a conscious decision to begin to download this into your brain. Eventually, it will go into your subconscious mind. And once it becomes a part of your subconscious mind, you're on autopilot. That's how you think all the time. And from time to time, you might have times where you wake up in the morning and you're feeling doubtful. We all do. Sometimes in the mornings, I feel doubtful, right? Sometimes, especially in the morning. Throughout the day, I don't really feel that. But in the morning, for some reason, I'm sure you guys feel this as well. In the morning, sometimes, you have a little bit of doubt creeping in, but you get up and you get in motion. And the moment when you start getting in motion, you start moving, that's when things start to clear up. That's when you start to tell yourself that you're the motherfucking man. A lot of you guys are so down and so depressed because you're not in motion. You're stagnant. You're staying still. You're waking up, you're scrolling, you're playing video games, you're watching porn, you're doing all these things, but you're not getting your life in motion. Get up, go do something, work out, go for a run, but get in motion. When you're running, when you're walking, When you're going from one place to another, you don't have time to be all sad and depressed. You're focused on something else. The reason why you feel like that is because you have too much time to focus on the wrong thing. You have too much time to focus on your feelings. Your feelings aren't real, brother. Your feelings are not real. What's real is this reality, what's in front of you. If you can reach your hand out and there's nothing in front of you, that's your feelings. So realize they're not there. They're not real. It's just something in your mind, something trying to trick you, something trying to see if you're weak enough to bend and break because of something that you feel, something that's not even real. A boogeyman. Are you still scared of the boogeyman under your bed? At some point in your life, you realize it wasn't real, right? Same thing with the tooth fairy. At some point in your life, you realize it wasn't real. Same thing with Santa. At one point in your life, you realize it wasn't real. So growing up, you start to understand that these things aren't real, so there's no point in believing in them. It's the same thing with your feelings. There's no point in believing in them. They're not real. They're not there. Sure, you're going to feel them. That's part of the human experience. It's part of the human experience to feel things. But it's how you handle it that determines what your life is, what your mindset becomes, and how confident you are as a man. So start to understand your feelings aren't real. You're going to feel them. But you're not someone who has to succumb to your feelings. Because let's just say, I'm telling you, this is just an obstacle and there's always a way around it. Anything that if you're struggling to pay the rent, there's always a way around it. Stay level-headed. Keep your mind on the prize. Let go of the doubt and focus on the solution. Stop focusing on the problem. Focus on the solution. If I'm telling you I'm in Florida and I want to get to New York, just because it's a far trip, just because there's some work that needs to be done for me to get from here to there, there's always a way around it. I can walk there. It's going to take me forever. I can drive there. I can ride a bike there. I can take a plane there. Shit, I could probably even take a boat, go around the sea. But there's always a way to make it happen, right? That's why I say I'm Mr. Make It Happen, because there's always a way to make it happen. But when you're just focused on the problem, you're never going to see the way to make it happen. You're just going to see the problem. You're just going to see a reason to complain. When you see nothing but solutions in your life, you don't have a reason to complain. I don't have a reason to complain ever, because all I see in my mind is solutions. There's problems. Everyone has problems, but I only see solutions. So when I only see solutions, it would be so ungrateful and so lazy of me to sit there and complain about something when there's solution here, solution there, solution here, but I choose to ignore all that and focus on the problem. What kind of man would I be? What kind of man would I be to just ignore all of the solutions and just look at the problem? When there's so many things out here, it might take a little work. It might take a little effort. It might take some focus, but it can get done, right? There's always a way. So like I said, if I'm trying to get from Florida to New York, I'm not going to sit here and complain about the fact that I'm so far. This is going to take forever. I can't believe I'm this far. I can't believe I really have to take a long drive, a long flight. Is that getting me any closer to my goal? Or is that me just feeling? Is that me just thinking about my feelings? Is that me just accepting that I'm accepting defeat, I'm accepting failure? There's no way that I can get from point A to point B. When I have that mindset, I'm never going to get there. So if you're down, if you're depressed, if you're sad, and you want to stop feeling that, there's just a different feeling when you have emotional pain as opposed to physical pain. Emotional pain lingers. You wake up feeling it. Sometimes you go to sleep feeling it. And it's just something that you almost feel like you have no control over, but you do. You do have control over it. It's up to you to stop focusing on the problem and start focusing on the solutions. You're sad, you're depressed. Why is it? There's always a root to everything, and there's always a solution. So if you're sad and you're depressed, understand that there's solutions. If you're sad and you're depressed, understand that there's a root, a cause and an effect, okay? So if you are sad, if you're depressed, what is the cause? What is the root? Let's get to that. Because once you can get to the cause and once you can get to the root, that's when you can start to get the right solutions. Because if you're out of shape and you're sad because of that, I can't sit there and tell you that the solution is to go talk to women. That's not the solution that you need. I'm not looking at the cause. I'm just thinking about some random solution. So you have to look at the cause to understand the effect. So if you're out of shape, your solution is to adopt some discipline into your life, to start adopting a diet that will get you to your goals, to start adopting a workout routine, a more active lifestyle so that you can get there eventually through the daily steps, the daily actions. It's going to take some work. But listen, once you can commit in your mind, once you say, I'm tired of looking at problems, I'm tired of feeling this way, I'm going to stop feeling this way by simply doing the work and feeling proud every day, then you have just accomplished solving your problem. If you're someone who is sad and depressed because every time you see a beautiful woman, you're afraid to go talk to her, that's your root, that's your problem, that's your cause. So your effect and your solution, what I would recommend to you is to get in good shape, to make sure you create a style about yourself that is attractive to women. And if you need help, send me a DM. If you need help, look up some of the famous stylish celebrities. If you see their style and you say that's a clean man, take something from it, take some inspiration from it and wear it yourself. Make sure you have your style on point. But the real solution is to face your fear and go talk to women. That's the solution. It might take some work. It might take some effort, but that's the solution. So stop focusing on the problem. Start focusing on the solution. If you feel like you're stuck in a 9 to 5 and your income is capped and you can't do anything about it, stop focusing on the problem. The solution is learn a skill, learn a high income skill, something that's not capped, something that you can continue pushing harder, work harder, and you can get what you want ultimately. So what's that? Sales, marketing, skills like this. When you start to learn skills like this, you understand that no one can fire you because it's a skill that you have within. All right, guys, that's the video for today. I'm going to leave it on that. Like the video, leave a comment down below. I really appreciate it. It really helps me out in these videos. And subscribe. Let's get to 800, baby. Let's go.